Are you making the most of email marketing in 2025? If not, let's make this the year that you really maximize email marketing. I'm Holly Fisher. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Monday Marketing Minute. So if we have spent even just a couple of minutes together talking about marketing, you know I am a big proponent of using email. It's a fantastic way to nurture your audience, stay top of mind, and it's a really cost-effective marketing tool. I think too many businesses are leaving money on the table because they are not investing in email marketing. So this year in 2025, I want you to start email marketing, or maybe you need to fine tune, tweak, or just give a little boost to some email marketing efforts that you've already started. So I'm going to give you 5 things I want you to think about in 2025, some email marketing trends, and some tips that I want you to really focus on in the coming months. Number 1 is to segment or tag your list. So this is essentially just adding labels to the people who join your email list. This might be labeling them from an event that you attended together. This might be the fact that they came in through a particular lead generator or lead magnet that you have. Maybe you hosted a webinar and they came in that way. People can have multiple tags. I have some folks on my email list that have several tags because we've interacted in some different ways. And the beauty of this is that you're able to send these folks specific content. So for example, I live in Western North Carolina, so I have a tag for people who live in Western North Carolina. That way, if I happen to be hosting a live in-person workshop or event here in the Asheville, North Carolina area, I can send that information specifically to those people who have that tag. That way I'm not sending it to my whole list and people in, California are thinking, why am I getting this? I don't live in North Carolina. So that's a great example of how you can send really specific content to specific segments of your audience. But you can only do that if you've tagged them as such. So as you're adding new people to the list, or you're importing names, or you're adding new customers or clients, make sure that you're giving them a specific tag. Tip number 2, be real and be relatable. We all love to get emails from people that we know, right? And so this is an opportunity for you to really be developing that relationship with your customers and clients. And so write as if you're writing to one client or customer that you really love, or a customer or client that you'd love to work with. Think about writing your emails to that one specific person versus a mass audience. And that's going to allow you to be a little more personable, a little more real, and really give people an opportunity to get to know you better. That's how we build a know, like, and trust factor in our marketing. Tip number 3, use video. Make sure that you're incorporating some video into your emails, right? That could be embedding a YouTube video or sharing the latest Instagram reel that you created. People love video. We know this to be true. And so if you're not tapping into the power of video, this is a really great opportunity for you to start doing that. Tip number 4, don't be afraid to use AI as a tool. Often people get really bogged down thinking about, how am I going to write these emails? I don't know what to say. So let something like Google's Gemini or ChatGPT give you a starting point, right? Feed it some prompts, tell it what kind of tone to use, tell it what kind of information you want to use, be really specific, and let it give you a good first draft. Now, remember, AI is not a person. It is a robot. It can make mistakes, it can pull in inaccurate information, and it's not necessarily the content that you want to just copy and paste right into your email. You're going to want to take a look, make sure everything is accurate, and then add a little bit of your own language and flair to it. Again, going back to tip number 2, we want to make sure that our emails are real and relatable, and that doesn't mean written by a robot. But let AI help you create a first draft or even brainstorm some ideas. Tip number 5, build your email list. You should always be thinking about how you can build your email list. Use social media, for example, to build your email list, right? Encourage people to maybe grab a freebie lead magnet that you have. Anytime you're hosting an event, whether that's virtual or in person, collect contact information. Make sure that people are registering so you can add them to your list. So everything that you do should really be with the thought of how can I use this to grow my email list. That way you can continue to market to people, you can stay top of mind, and you can really nurture those relationships. So if you haven't been using email marketing recently, or you're just kind of new to it, maybe you need a refresh, make 2025 the year that you really invest in email marketing. And I think you're going to start to see some really great results. Thanks so much for joining me for this episode of Monday Marketing Minute. I look forward to sharing even more ways that I can help you fuel your marketing.